This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by CuriosityStream.
Go to curiositystream.com/rogue and use promo code ROAD to get 1 month free.
Yeah, man. Dang it.
He gets so worked up. He wants you to do this so bad.
Want to try something cool?
Yeah.
Here, put your torch right there, right
Okay.
there, right there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do a little squiggly line. There we go. I'm gonna light this, and then boom. And now you eat that.
I haven't read the book.
It's very easy. Yeah. Come on.
No. What?
Just a taste.
Stop.
Just a little bit. Come on, you big.
Stop it. All right, what are we doing here? Wingardium Leviosa, swish and flick? What is it? Is this some your wizard bullshit?
We're gonna learn how to eat fire. But of course, much like a Jedi needs to make his own lightsaber, you have to build your own torches.
Okay, now are these like gonna be? Can I like tomb raid with one of these torches? Is it that kind of torch?
Dude, they're very versatile. You can explore tombs, you can host reality shows on Discovery, you can harass Frankenstein. That's a joke I stole from Penn and Teller.
You know what? It's Frankenstein's monster, okay?
There are juggling torches out there that have like a Kevlar thing with 2 screws in it. You don't want to use those because they're too big to fit in your mouth. Plus also those screws get really, really hot. You burn the heck out of your tongue. I know this from experience. There are fire-eating torches out there also with that same Kevlar material.
Some of them, you're talking about ones that are pre-made that you can just like order off the internet or something.
Buy off the shelf. However, and take this from me, the guy that wrote The Professional's Guide to Fire Eating, I strongly, strongly advise that you build your own torches, mainly because what happens when you buy off the shelf is you might get a reservoir of fuel that's inappropriate for the size of the mouth or the skill that you want to demonstrate. Some people like really big torches that hold a lot of fuel because they can keep on using them without re-soaking them for a while. But the trade-off is that you lack the precision of having the exact right torch for the size of your and shape of your mouth. We have 2 handmade torches that are about perfect, in my opinion.
They're really smaller than I would anticipate.
Yes, I am a big fan of soaking your torches very, very often because you've got to remember it's not the cotton wicking that burns, it's the fuel. I never leave a fire-eating torch going for more than maybe 10 seconds. And if I do, it's in motion. But here, you can see that the cotton wicking is actually starting to combust, and you don't want that because even after you put out the fire, now this is all very, very hot and will burn your mouth from the inside.
So how long does one of these last if you make it right and treat it right?
If you do a good habit of soaking your torch before every single time you eat fire, something like this, I believe I made this maybe 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And that's hundreds of performances. The longevity of your torch is directly related to how good you are about putting it out, soaking it for the next one, and then going into the next part. So look at this. At this point, we're running out of fuel. Watch what happens when I blow it out. You'll see that there's all these embers and cinders.
Oh, yeah. You're just ruining it.
2 things are happening. Number 1, this will burn you if you put it in your mouth. And number 2, you're destroying the torch itself. So what'll happen is, God forbid this happens on stage or during a performance, but once this breaks all the way through, it will unravel on stage, which can be disastrous. We just finished a 2-hour shoot where we did my full fire-eating performance, and over that time, I wasn't this bad, but it does degrade faster when you're doing it for minutes and minutes and minutes an hour.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so this is just t-shirt material here, but what is your base? What are you using for that?
Any kind of metal skewer or stick or anything. I made my first out of a wire coat hanger, but I figured out really fast that the thinner the material in any of this stuff, this is...
It's not like a Mortal Kombat weapon or something?
No,
what is it?
It's for roasting marshmallows.
Oh, okay.
So let's say you cut this off. The problem is the thinner that the rod is, the faster it heats up. And when you do burn yourself in fire eating, it's usually not on the wick material, except for this. Look, it's still going. This is why you never let it get that hot.
You can stop blowing it in my face now. I'd be happy if you did that.
So in general, the thicker the rod, the better a heat reservoir it is. The longer it takes, because this gets hot and all of that heat is drawn down through the metal, so you get yourself 1, 2, 3, 5 more seconds to risk putting your lips around it without burning yourself. So this one is a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
These are my older torches, and I moved to the thicker rod, which worked much, much better. Okay, so in this case, we've got a torch that clearly needs to be re-wicked, right?
Yes.
So first thing you want to do is you want to take off the previous wicking. I like pure cotton t-shirts. You can actually take cotton and thread and make them. That's all in the book. I don't like that because when the thread breaks apart, everything kind of disintegrates all at once. If you do it right, you can make an excellent fire-eating torch just by using the t-shirt and tying it off on itself. Even after being burned, it's a little tough for me to break this all apart to get back down to the original barbecue skewer.
Now, is there any type of material you want to avoid?
Yes, anything synthetic, because synthetic things melt. Pure cotton only slowly burns. Of course, if you're doing your job right, you're only gonna leave the flame long enough for it to go immediately out in your mouth, and then the actual temperature of the cotton should be totally unaffected.
Okay, so we take the rod, we cut the top off, and then make the little shepherd's crook right there?
You want to get the right wicking for it. So in this case, we'll take 100% cotton t-shirt. You want to start with a wide band and get it thinner and thinner and thinner, and let it go as thin as you can for the longest time you can. You can always cut more of it off later. In the beginning, I used to only use the bottom parts of t-shirts because they were double rolled over and they wouldn't fold in on themselves.
So if we ever see you wearing a t-shirt where it's just the bottom is gone.
then you know I've become so cheap that I can't afford to wear whole shirts, yes. I'm gonna cut like 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Yeah.
For your very first ones, they work great if you just use this bottom band. We're gonna do it the hard way though. We're gonna get rid of that bottom band.
Okay.
So here, like take that for a beginning thing, and I'm gonna bet you can figure out how to wrap that around.
Well,
I subscribe to the probability that the right size for a wick is about the size of your thumb.
okay.
Something that'll fit in your mouth, that will give you control, that is not gonna be overbearing.
Now, do you want to make sure you cover everything, like even the tip of the crook here?
It's not the worst thing if a little bit of the crook is still there, but I like to cover everything.
Okay.
You have the one side of the crisscross, I would do another side of the crisscross.
Okay.
And come around here, and then you start tying it off just like that. The only problem is you don't have a very good knot here.
Okay.
So at this point, you want to tighten this really tight. I'm gonna do another knot on this. For a baby starter torch, that's actually not bad because this is not gonna hold a lot of fuel. It's not gonna be too intimidating for you to use. You've got a double knot down here. It's tight enough that it's not gonna come off on its own accord.
And that's why the crook is important, to keep it from coming off.
Yeah, correct. You want it threaded in there, wrapped around, and then watch this. At this point, you've got this little dangly guy right there. Ideally, you'll always have enough fuel that this will never burn off, but if you're worried about making it nice and even, all you have to do, here we go, we're just gonna burn off that edge. Now you can see it's actually lit there.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it seems like you're ready to start practicing without fuel on the motions.
So how do I do that? I mean, I've watched you do it.
Well, here, let me show you the way I make my torches so that you can get the more advanced version. It's not so degraded that I need to use pliers or anything to rip it off. I'm just gonna get all the way down and just unwrap everything. You can kind of see it, the original shape has survived. You can tell I used the bottom of a shirt.
And you just tapered off there
Correct.
to a point.
Exactly.
Yeah, for safety's sake, you've got to be really careful that you don't have any little stray bits or threads or anything that are going to fall off, because that's going in your mouth, right?
Yeah, of course, that's one of the things we'll talk about later is like there is no version of fire eating where you don't burn your mouth repeatedly. So
Oh, good.
If you're not into that part, then fire eating is not for you.
Well,
So you notice that the t-shirt kind of wants to roll in one direction.
yeah.
I'll usually cut it about 1.5 inches. And you can tell these are kind of crappy scissors, so it's kind of garbagey on the cut. But since it's rolling in on itself, that doesn't matter so much.
So when you got started, did you ever try to tie it off with thread? I mean, how did you figure this out? Like trial and error? Or?
Yeah, I don't recommend anyone learn by trial and error. I'm gonna keep it even, but at this point, you can tell I'm starting to taper down, and I'm gonna get down to a narrow, curled over thread. It's curled over on the inside on both sides, and I want this as long as I can get it so that I can get as many knots as possible so that it survives without unraveling. That's the big thing I want to avoid. Keep in mind, all of this is just my preference. Nobody should eat fire. You should learn from your local professional. There you go. Oh, I feel really good about that. You see how it ends on that tiny thread there? Okay. Oh, this is good. So the only thing I would worry about this is that it might not be enough material.
Oh, really? Because it's too thin?
Well, it might be too thin, in which case what I would do is I would take a little bit of the old wick and just
reinforce it?
Tuck it in the middle, right?
Okay.
Let's just take a bit of this wicking. I'll use this to kind of wrap it over the top. Biggest thing is I want to cover all the metal. You want the least amount of frayed edges as you can possibly get. Those are going to burn faster and it's not going to last as long.
Now, is there a problem if it's too small?
No, everything in fire eating is a trade-off. It's, I describe to people like anyone could juggle in 15 minutes, but it just takes a lifetime to be able to nail 5 balls all at once on stage under pressure, that kind of thing. So to start with, you definitely want everything to be less than you think you're gonna need. There we go. We're gonna do that same thing that I did to get it nice and tight. A little bit smaller than I would normally use, but I think this will be just fine.
It's a good size, Brian.
Let's say I'm done and I don't want any more.
Okay.
That should be A-okay.
Once you trim it, we'll take the lighter.
Yeah, there you go. Just kind of burn off that excess there.
Burn the loose edges there.
Beautiful. So there's only one thing left to do.
What's next? What's the next step?
Okay, we are gonna learn all of the basics of fire eating. And
Okay.
there is a lot of ways fire eating can go very, very wrong. But usually what I do with new students to build their confidence is I get them to do just the babiest of baby flames.
Okay.
I quite literally have them do just a couple of drops of fuel. Hold out your torch. Here we go. Just gonna coat it. That's so little fuel
Okay.
that even if you did everything wrong, I'm pretty certain you can't screw it up.
Like if I put it in my nose or something?
Well, I mean, you might singe a hair. In general, fire goes up, heat goes up. You're gonna tilt all the way back, tongue all the way back. You want to stick out your tongue, land it, and close your mouth all the way around that rod for
Okay.
a good 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of opening your mouth too fast, or you'll be like my friend Justin Robert Young, you'll light your face on fire. Oh, goddamn, your face was on fire!
Oh, Jerry.
Okay, so
Also, you're forgetting the one thing.
what?
The one important thing that you told me years ago. Don't inhale.
Oh yeah, look, that's the advanced stuff. Look, there's so little fuel on here. I don't know how you could screw this up.
Okay,
Just be
okay.
fast. No hesitation.
No hesitation.
All right.
4 seconds.
Oh, I will say, you hold it in the middle. You don't actually hold it by the end.
Oh.
The end, it's too easy to wobble around.
yeah.
There you go.
Hold it by the actual rod itself?
Yeah. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. It was
Am I doing
too
it?
little fuel. It took too long.
Okay. I get it. Oh, wow, no, I got it.
This doesn't count. This is not the real instruction. All right, ready? And go. Just
Okay.
on the tongue, close your mouth, close your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. You did it. See? Look at that.
That's nothing.
Also-
you built a career on this?
All right.
I got it in like 10 minutes. Come on. I'm
None
going on
of-
the road.
This
I'm gonna
is-
write a better book.
This is only the instruction on how to make the torch.
Oh, there's more.
There's so much more. That's why I wrote The Professional's Guide to Fire Eating, which we're gonna make free again for 48 hours. Normally it's $40, but they gotta go to gimme.scamstuff.com and then they can get it free. You gotta be 18. You gotta promise me that you're not gonna go out and try this without talking to a real professional, but it's everything I know about fire eating. This is what you're gonna learn next.
Okay.
And then boom, right? And then it's like that.
That's a lot more.
Like that stuff. That's the action.
Okay, so maybe 5, 6 more episodes before we get to that, right? I got a long runway.
Next episode.
Next episode.
It'll be fine. I had a dream the other night, dude.
Oh, do I want to hear this?
Yes, you do. I dreamt that I was hanging around the house. I was doing a bunch of chores and I was still learning the entire time. I dreamt that instead of a television, there was a magical waterfall that filled my brain with 2,400 of the best documentaries and nonfiction programming with award-winning talent. Everyone from Michio Kaku to David Attenborough. And I dreamt that I got the first entire month of it completely free by going to curiositystream.com/rogue.
Man, my dreams, I just forgot to study for a test. And I'm naked. but yours is way better.
Well, I mean, also I was naked and I did study for the test because I was learning so much. CuriosityStream was created by the guy who founded the Discovery Channel. Remember how television should fill your brain with like amazing, mind-blowing facts and information? You're not gonna do better than going to curiositystream.com/rogue.
It's $2.99 per month for over 2,400 documentaries and nonfiction series.
Plus, the whole first month totally free. curiositystream.com/rogue. This is a normal conversation that two regular humans sitting on a porch would have.
Absolutely it is.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, talking about
I'll tell you why not.
promo code ROGUE.
Aliens.
Oh, just because of the thing that you ate and it got into your brains and all that?
Hey.
You've been weird.
Science.
You can't just do that and say science.
Yeah, you can. And you can't stop me. Science. That's an awful example of what I'm doing. It's falling apart, literally, in front of my eyes. Let me do that.
Is this covered in the Professional's Guide to Fire Eating?
Failure? Yes. It's covered in my life. That only happened because it's the Modern Rogue. If this was Scam Nation, it would have been perfect.
Lockpicking lawyer did it better.